Welcome. You've splash landed into this Prosecco-laden podcast, straight into the woo-woo pool with the crew of Ohm-g. We're just a simple group of tragically imperfect and highly empathic BFFs, exploring a wide range of atypical topics with humor, grace, and curiosity. This is Ohm-g. Welcome. By the time you hear this, Halloween will be just around the corner. Boo! Grab your brooms. That's today's topic. You're here with the crew of
Ohm-g, the podcast.
This is Camille.
This is Lynn.
This is Brenda Sue.
And this is Chandra.
Welcome back. We're sitting in a strange configuration here on the sofa all in a row, which feels kind of weird to me because I can't look at anybody.
Same. It's awfully awkward, right?
It is kind of awkward.
It's a little awkward. It's okay. We'll make it through it.
So what we here to talk about today, y'all?
Halloween.
This is Lynn's. Is it your very favorite or your second favorite?
It's my second favorite.
Okay. Christmas is number one.
Christmas is number one.
All right.
But Halloween is very, very special. It has been special to me since I was a young little tyke.
Same.
And so what makes it special for everybody? For me, of course, it was the costumes. I always had to be a witch, so apparently I was fairly prophetic about all of that.
Same.
The candy, without a doubt.
The Reese's. Just if y'all want to know what my favorite candy is, it's Reese's.
Same.
And I was always a witch too, Cam. Every single year, that's what I wanted to be.
Because them Reese's pumpkins just hit different, don't they?
They do. But they didn't have those when I was a kid, though. All they had was the Easter eggs. But
one of the perks of being, still being into Easter and being an adult is...
Yeah.
They're 2 grams of protein for the record, but no one's asking.
Halloween.
Yeah. It says it on the package, 2 grams. I just had one, so... Anyhow.
Unless your parents stole it out of your bag when you went to sleep. They always took those and the Snickers.
And... if nobody has said, Camille's mother is with us today. Her name is Robbie, and she just raised her hand, so we know who was stealing the candy.
We know. It's all good, though.
So it's so great that you guys had such fun memories and traditions around Halloween because...
Tell us your tale of
the
woe.
2 Geminis in the room.
2 Geminis had different experiences because that was like the devil's holiday. So we never dressed up and... never did Halloween, never did trick-or-treating, turn the lights off. It was batten down the hatches.
Did your parents yell, "Get on out of here," if somebody came to the door?
Nobody ever came to our door because the lights were off.
That big glowing cross on the roof probably told them to, right?
Wow. We didn't have that now, Camille.
I do remember the one time that I have a memory of dressing up. And guess what I dressed up as?
What?
I had one of those, the plastic mask that you used to get in the, and it was a Chewbacca costume.
Of course it was.
Shocking.
They use those things in horror movies now. You know that, right? You know it was like some corroded plastic that made our face sweat.
Oh,
And-
those were the good old days.
And the kind of plasticky yet papery overall kind of outfit that went along with the stinky mask.
That you put on over your clothes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think getting dressed up for parties even now, I've really had to try to grow into that because I don't like dressing as somebody that I'm not. It just feels like, makes me feel really awkward. But y'all, whenever I had that...
The moo-moo.
Yeah, my moo-moo thing that I wore over to Antonia's that day, I felt like a queen. So I can be Miss Roper for Halloween maybe this year.
You could be.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
Mrs. Roper party, but that will be separate because that's fairly much catching on across the U.S. Good memories.
No pants. That's the best thing. No pants around your waist.
Nothing like a good old eating dress.
Right.
True.
So what did you do for Halloween? If you didn't celebrate it, did you guys just stay inside and pray? Did they tell you that demons were... Did they tell you demons were out walking around and that's why you couldn't be among them? What was the gist of avoiding it?
I think we just were kind of told that that's what, it was just a bad holiday for the devil. And so
That's what the heathens do.
yeah, so
And we ain't no heathens.
right. So you lock the doors and you turn the lights off.
And for my family, it was never about avoiding the holiday. It was more about avoiding the work that would go into it. Like somebody would have to invest into getting me a costume, invest into putting on the makeup and getting me dressed up, and then having to take us out somewhere to do, like, nobody in the house wanted to deal with all of that. That was just extra stuff that nobody had time for.
A very adult-centric house is what you grew up in, basically.
Very.
Okay.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
It is, because, I remember we were turned loose in the neighborhood, just scores of little dressed up kids spilling down the street and wrapping houses in toilet paper and playing pranks. I remember some older kids put this purse on a string and hid under a car. And then when you would reach down to pick up the purse, they would jerk it away. It was scary. It was cool.
I have a funny story.
Yes.
So when we lived in Sweden, I took my kids trick-or-treating and got them dressed up and even made their costumes a lot of times, like very fancy dresses and things for the kids. But we decided in Sweden, it hadn't really caught on over there. And so we're going to take the kids out trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. And you should have seen people scrambling to try to find a piece of candy to give our children. Somebody gave, I think it was a brown banana. Oh, but it was still fun.
That's too funny.
I like that. I would give out dollar bills if I didn't want to buy a bag of candy. Or quarters.
Guess where I'll be on Halloween night? I'll be knocking on Camille's door
repeatedly.
I will have 10 different outfits in the car. I will just keep changing.
I make it rain on your ass, Lynn.
Okay, yeah, well, I get the G-string out. Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
There's a whole other conversation on that end of the couch. I'm just saying.
So do y'all know where wearing scary costumes came from?
Where?
So apparently, in order to avoid being terrorized by all the evil spirits walking on the earth during Samhain, the Celts donned disguises in order to confuse the spirits and be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
I
think I've heard that. I just forgot. Sorry. I've heard that before, but I forgot.
What's your most favorite costume you've ever worn?
I've only ever worn a witch costume.
That's it? Even as an adult?
We had your little skelly costume on last year, like it had a skeleton on the front. Wasn't that?
No,
it was
I had last year I wore a ghost poncho.
Oh, ghost. It was a ghost poncho.
Yes. But when I was growing up, I was only ever a witch.
Because she had that one costume. And her mom and daddy weren't going to buy her another one the next year. She just had to keep wearing the same one. I'm just kidding.
That's probably true.
And it's hard to grow out of a hat.
Exactly.
I was a pregnant nun once.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It caused a lot of stir in public places, but it was a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Halloween, that's when the veil starts thinning. So it increases your psychic, what's the word I'm looking for?
Sensitivities.
Awareness.
And abilities, but your psychic experiences. You'll have more starting around, I believe, the fall equinox, maybe, is when it starts thinning, and it just continues to thin throughout the fall. But when you reach Halloween or Samhain, or what do they call it? Day of the Dead. Is it All Saints Day?
Well, it's All Hallows Eve, and then
All Hallows Eve,
Day of the Dead,
and then Day of the Dead. So right in that time frame, the veil is extremely thin and allows for increased communication with spirits and enhanced psychic awareness, and also heightened emotional sensitivity can come in. Chandra just rolled her eyes and almost fell off the couch when I said that.
Please no.
So that, for me, I can't even talk. I'm going to dress up as a turkey this year.
We're not even drinking today, y'all. This is a dry recording.
That's probably what's wrong with me. Just kidding. Or not. So anyway, I'm just trying to look through my notes, and somebody else want to say something to save me?
Well, as you're sitting here talking, my top of my head is tingling like crazy, which is my sign for like when spirits coming in. So
That's just the lice.
I think the Halloween spirits are coming in to join us.
Mm-hmm.
So candy corn. Who likes candy corn?
Ugh.
I do, actually.
I freaking love candy corn.
Freaks.
Not a fan.
Chandra's not a fan.
Mm.
Well, a candy maker in Philadelphia is credited for inventing the candy corn in the 1880s. But it did not become a widespread sensation until another candy company started giving it to the masses in 1898. Did you know it had been around that long?
I did not.
I mean,
Tastes
sometimes,
like it.
this was going to say, sometimes it tastes like it's from 1898.
Yeah, the same bag they've been passing around.
Right.
It's like that half stick of chewing gum you get from the bottom of your mom's purse that tastes like perfume.
Yeah. So originally, did you know?
That's oddly specific, Camille. Oddly specific.
Did you know that candy corn was originally called chicken feed?
Oh, I did not know that.
And
Okay.
it was sold in boxes with the slogan that said, "Something worth crowing for."
Mm.
I almost just made a joke that I'm so glad I stopped myself from saying into this microphone.
Oh, yeah. So, what do you do now? Like, have you decorated? Who's decorated?
I have.
And we are recording this in September, y'all.
Yeah, today's the 14th. I have my Halloween tree up. I have my skeletons out. I have pumpkins out. I have fall leaves out. It's out. It's out, y'all. It's on like a pot of neck bones at my house.
Only because I'm lazy. And I fully admit it. I decorate more for fall than necessarily Halloween
Yeah.
because I want to put all my cute pumpkins
Mm-hmm.
and all my cute little cornucopias
Mm-hmm.
and all these like orangey, browny, folly things. I want to just put all my pretty things out and look at them all season.
Yeah.
So it's not, I do love the skeletons and the witchy stuff, but
You like the fall stuff.
my decor tends to be more fall inspired just because I don't want to have to change it in a month. But yeah, it's already out.
Well, I've got up a fall tree.
Of course you do. And a Halloween tree, and a Christmas
Halloween.
tree, and
I don't have a Christmas tree yet, but the way the energy has been this week, I've been thinking about it because that's one thing that kind of helps me to feel
Well, just-
better.
Just drape yourself a big white sheet over it, and all the lights coming through the white sheet, it'll look like a lit up ghost. And it can be,
I've done that before.
and it can be, it can work.
It could work. It could work. So, what else about Halloween do we love? I like talking to the spirits. I like that it's thin, that the veil is thin during Halloween.
Are you the one who sets the table?
Yes. Okay. So every single year, I have a friend over. My friend, the Becky, is what I call her. And she comes over on Halloween usually, and we set what's called a dumb supper, but not dumb as in that kind of dumb as in like silent. Like, I'm sorry, let me get this microphone up here. Brenda keeps pointing at me. So the dumb supper, we bring pictures and trinkets of our loved ones that have passed over, and we set them a place at the table as a place of honor. So we honor our ancestors on the night of Samhain. And then we usually call them in and have a seance or something fun like that.
Or something fun like that. It's a casual seance.
I do like to have a little casual seance every now and then.
I do have to say, I enjoy dressing up now. I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to. Like, I can't say I enjoy it now more than I did when I was a kid, but I do have fun doing that kind of thing now, taking on a different persona just for a day.
Mm-hmm.
I like really creative costumes where someone will take the current temperature or something funny in the world and kind of turn it into a really unique costume.
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of creativity. The only thing I do not like about this time of the year is the pumpkin spice overload propaganda. Not only the latte, everything is pumpkin spice, and it tastes like chemical to me.
Pumpkin spice cereal.
Pumpkin spice oatmeal, pumpkin spice pancakes. And it's like overload. It used to be unique and cool. And now it's just like toxic overload to me.
They even have bath bombs that are pumpkin spice.
And I don't drink my bath water, Lynn.
Yeah, me either.
I would not want to take
Not
a bath
anymore.
in cinnamon.
Mm-mm. Not me either.
That shit burns.
But I blow it through my front door.
Every first of the month. Oh, Lord. What else about Halloween? There's so much. We're kind of doing this one on the fly. So we're
flying, y'all.
We're
like
flying.
Like any good witch.
We're flying by the seat of our pants, hoisted up by a broom.
I think I need somebody to come and help me decorate because,
I'll do it.
I know you will. I'll
bring my own decorations.
You probably got enough for both of them.
I do.
I didn't grow up in a household where anybody decorated, and even decorating for Christmas is kind of a challenge for me because we never decorated our house for Christmas either.
You didn't do a tree?
Lord. No.
Oh, my goodness.
When we would come here to visit, my grandma had a little silver tinsel tree. You know those?
Yeah.
And
did it spin and have the lights underneath it?
No, it did not. It had like
those are my favorite.
It was like a stick, and then you had your little tinsel things on a stick that stuck in the holes on the main pole.
A grandma tree.
Yeah, and then I've got one in there that's like they also made them from coat hangers. I don't know if anybody ever had one like that. They were coat hangers, and then you put like the tinsel stuff around it.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
That was my grandma had that. We'd put those out, but we never had a big tree.
It's funny because we didn't either. We had a few things out at Christmas. My mom would do a few things, but we had like a little 3-foot tree that sat on top of the console TV, which is probably why I go a little overboard.
Yes, and somehow we have progressed to Christmas, and we're supposed to be talking about Halloween.
Oh, sorry. Was we supposed to be talking about Halloween? Let me back up a couple months. Yeah. Okay, so before Christmas, there's Halloween.
The second favorite holiday.
It is my second favorite.
Yeah, but like whenever people decorate, like when I come to your house, and Chandra's is always very classy. That's her style. And then Lynn here has got all of the things, like your eyes don't know where to go. It's so much fun. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Like whenever I look at decorations out at a store, I'm like, well, I like that, but nothing goes together. And I wouldn't even know where to put it in my house.
Well, you just put it together.
It's a lot of work, though, and then you have to dismantle it.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you just leave it up all year.
Well, you just take the decorations off the Halloween tree and put Christmas decorations on it before you put up the other 7 trees in the house.
And then you take those off and you put up the Easter or the Valentine's decorations on the tree. And then,
Trees are important. I love trees.
I think it's great that you do that. And I wish that I had that eye or that, I don't know, the drive to...
The passion to create
to do
Halloween in your home.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you live in a haunted house, they kind of like it when you decorate it.
Well, I'm sure. We've all been in your house, so we know.
I don't have to put up fake ghost.
They just float through the room. So do you believe, because there's so much talk right now about how the veil is getting thinner and thinner, and I believe that. Do you think that it necessarily is thinner at Halloween, or is it because people believe that it is?
And are heightened accordingly.
And they're paying more attention, that they're actually finally seeing the things or feeling the things because their awareness is there.
I've read, and I won't be able to find it like exactly right now, but I've read that there's something atmospherical. Is that a word?
Sure.
Yeah, today it is.
I've read that it's something to do with the atmosphere and like where we change from summer to fall, like that equinox changes.
But somewhere else,
it's energy.
It's winter going into spring.
I think when you know something is coming, let's say, for example, your town, your state is under a hurricane watch. I think that naturally is going to create a heightened sense of caution, awareness, expectation. So surely the seasons and the holidays affect people in the same manner.
Mm-hmm.
there's a collective common thought of this is what's coming. How do I prepare? What does it mean to me?
Yep. Personally, I believe it's a little bit of both, because there had to have been something that people were sensing over the years for kind of it to become a tradition or something that they talk about like year after year and something about that time of year. But I also think just everyone's collective attention and intention being set toward something also kind of creates it, manifests it into existence as well.
Yeah.
It amplifies that energy.
Yes.
So has anybody seen any ghosts lately?
I have.
When? Where? And what are the details?
This morning.
Okay.
In my sitting room. They're just walking by. You know how they always do.
I feel things more so than see them. I feel like there's little creatures and fairies here and there, especially hopping about my place, and nothing disturbing whatsoever, just an awareness, and I'm okay with it. They know not to bring bad energy up in mi casa.
Because you got friends.
Exactly.
Come over and sage the heck out of that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt a presence this morning, like I was talking about in the last episode, standing over my shoulder, and it felt really supportive and good. And I think I don't see as much as I used to, but I feel when they're around, and I feel like the messages that I get now, I don't know if clear is the right word, but it comes in quicker maybe than it used to, but without the seeing. And I really miss the seeing because that's like proof.
Yeah.
See, I've never been one to see a lot, and I've always wanted to see more than I do, but
same.
Well, didn't you have a paranormal kind of experience at your house with your puppy dog?
Yeah, there's the potential it was paranormal.
Well, share.
Well, we moved his bed, and when we put him to bed, he went into his little crate just like a good boy does, and everything went according to normal, no issue. I left the room, and we always shut the door, and I have a little white noise machine, because where he is, the neighbors have kids, and the kids get up early in the morning, and just like something to like mask the noise so they didn't hear stuff as much outside. So I turned his little noise machine on, and I leave the room, and I shut the door. And before I could get to the bedroom, he let out a cry that was not like the usual normal, like, I'm not ready to go to bed yet. Like, I still want a
glass of water, Mom.
Exactly. I still have some play left in me, Mom. It was very much either I'm hurt or I'm scared or come get me. Is a very insistent kind of little bark that I'd never heard him do before. And when I went back in the room, like when I started to open the door, I fully expected to see somebody standing over his crate. It was just a feeling like I fully expected there to be somebody in that room. And of course, there was nothing there. And when I pulled him out, he was fine. And like, because the other thing I thought was like, maybe there's was it a bug bite? Like, was there a bug or something in his crate that I didn't see before I put him in there or whatever? And there was nothing in there. But the next day, the light bulb in the lamp above that noise machine was just untwisted. The lamp wouldn't come on, and we thought maybe the light bulb had burned out, but when we twisted it, it had physically been unscrewed. And just so like, was he reacting to there being him sensing somebody in that room with him?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So I've been sitting here just like Googling till my thumbs are sore. But I was looking for the astronomical, or is that right?
Astrological.
Astronomical. Like, is there something, what happens? That's what I want to know.
Atmospheric.
What happens? Atmospheric. Yes.
We'll find the word sometime, y'all.
Maybe tomorrow. So I was just reading, though, and on a daily basis, the most transitional periods are dusk and dawn. And it's considered times that the veil is thinnest because there are liminal times between the night and the day. So I think that is where I was trying to go with that a while ago. There's like this liminal space when the equinox happens. And that's why the veil.
Like the golden hour or something. Okay.
Yes. And, a lot of people talk about how they they wake up at 3 a.m. because they've had like a download come in, or they heard somebody yell their name.
Mm-hmm.
That's because in those hours of the morning, it's a liminal space.
Good to know.
Somebody say something quick.
that does remind me of the paranormal experience I had before your wedding, because I woke up and heard a bell.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was up yet. It was probably like maybe 5 a.m. And I heard a little like ding. And I thought, oh, well, our dog has a bell on the back door that he rings when he needs to go outside. And I thought, oh, Peanut has to go outside. And then the more awake I became, I'm like, but he's still in his crate, so he couldn't have rung the bell. And then it's like, as I was thinking about it, I heard in the back of my mind, duh, wedding bells, because it was Friday before your wedding on Saturday. And then, of course, it was like 5 a.m. So I went back to sleep for a little while. And then as soon as I got up, the song It's Friday, I'm in Love was playing over and over in my head.
Oh, that just brought more magic.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
So, we had my wedding weekend last weekend, y'all. And my friend Susan came, and she was sitting out on the porch the morning of the wedding. And she was like, Brenda, come here. You're not going to believe this. It's so magical. I'm talking to the trees. And I'm like, okay, girl. But so the porch overlooked like the mountain, but it looked down the yard, and there were trees on the other side of the driveway. And I swear to you, because it didn't happen the rest of the time I was there. I went out there and I looked. I sat in the mornings. I watched the trees. But it was like one tree would have like this shake like this, just like the leaves. And then down a little bit further, they would shake. And then she would talk to them, and they would like go up. And it wasn't like a normal tree, like, this is the breeze.
It was like it was shaking. It wasn't like waving in the wind. It was shaking.
It was like jazz hands. It was like it was doing jazz hands. And I think it was like, it was my wedding day.
Well, but you're very elementally connected.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
trees are sentient.
Yes. And she also could do with a little bit of magic in her life. And it was like, it was a moment for her too, of just like, oh my God, the trees are talking to me.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. It was just another little magical moment after Chandra's. And she had texted me that day about hearing the wedding bells. Yeah.
Did we have anything magical happen when we were there? No.
There was a lot of magical Prosecco involved between you and I.
It was bubbly.
Yeah.
It was bubbly.
We laughed. We made friends. We danced. It was nice. It was magical.
There were a lot of synchronicities, though. We were talking about that earlier. I wonder if that's because we're moving into the fall season.
Or 5D,
possible.
whichever.
5D. I'll take 5D
I'm ready for it.
over this 3D shit. Let me tell you how I really feel.
Thank God it's getting to be Halloween.
So share with us what kind of magical fun things that you guys do for Halloween. And if you have any spooky stories, it'd be fun to do like a guest spots with people recording their ghost stories.
Oh, yeah. We've all got those.
Sharing them with us. Like any listeners out there, you got any fun stories about when you saw a ghost? If you do, send us a message either on social media or to our email, support@ohm-g
Podcast.com.
And maybe we can record some little sound bites. I think that'd be super fun to do an episode like that. So, anybody else?
Boogity, 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 boogity.
I need a pumpkin. The Reese's kind.
I thought you were ready to carve a pumpkin.
Either or. I'm ready.
All right. Well, I hope you all have a magical, spooky Halloween. And we love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Y'all not a him.
Thank you for joining us today. Please follow and subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and leave a review. It's so easy to do and such a huge help for us. We appreciate your interactions so much. Want to join us at our table? Make sure to check out our YouTube channel and join our Facebook community. If you've enjoyed this content and wish to support us, take a look at our Patreon page. All information and links will be in our podcast description. Catch you next time.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.